lovely Taurians. Taurus, how are you guys? This is Debs and we are here for your mid-June 2025 reading. Taurus, I feel as if you're going to be approached by someone who really wants to apologize. I don't know what they did, I don't know what they said, but this is someone, Taurus, who feels that an apology is not only needed, but this is someone who wants back in your life. Now, this could be anyone, Taurus. You could be male or female as well. I feel, Taurus, that this could be a friend of yours, a close friend, who may have said something really insensitive, or could have hurt you, or could have done something that they later realized, oh my goodness, yeah, should not have done that. This could be a partner, Taurus, could be a partner that you are separated from, or even a family member. A family member may have done something or said something. And because, Taurus, you're very big-hearted, they may have assumed that you had sort of a thick skin. But I feel, Taurus, that it cut you very deeply, whatever they did, whatever they said. And I feel that this person's going to be reaching out. Okay. Yeah. Because Taurus, you're so easygoing. They may have thought, oh, well, Taurus won't mind, or Taurus won't take it the wrong way, or Taurus will understand, or, oh, yeah, I'm sure I can get away with this with Taurus. No. You may have brought this person up short. You may have just detached. You may have blocked communication. You may have asked this person to leave. Whatever this was, Taurus, they really want to come back in to apologize. Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. I felt a wave of emotion. Whatever this was, Taurus, they're looking back, realizing this was out of order. This was, I keep hearing, highly insensitive of them. Okay, all right. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Taurians? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, male or female? What do we have for Taurus? You may even have helped this person in some way and they may not have thanked you, or they may have been a bit abrupt with you, not appreciated you. You may have opened the door to this person, Taurus, when they needed help or they needed someone to lean on. You may have been there for this person, but maybe when you went through a difficult time, they turned their back, right? I don't know what this is, guys. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Taurus. You've known this person for quite a long time. You've been sat in nostalgia. The Wheel of Destiny. Oh, Taurus. And again, I'm getting this screwed up feeling in my stomach. You may be looking back thinking, what a waste of time that was. They didn't appreciate me, or they weren't the person I thought they were, or I can't believe that this is over. You're really caught, Taurus, as in you don't know what to do. Because this person's going to be reaching out. Half of you thinks, okay, we should talk about the past. We should talk about what happened. Half of you feels, I just should try and move myself forward onto a new path. I should just leave this behind. Okay. In the past, Justice. You may have had issues with a Libra, Taurus, or you may have balanced a situation out for someone, or created a lot of happiness and blessings for someone, helped someone, but you didn't really get a thank you. You may feel as if they took you for granted. After that time, Taurus, the Star. Taurus, you had to heal. You may have taken yourself off for a day on your own, or you may have just had a few days away from your environment to sort of make sense of it all. What you're thinking now is the High Priestess. Taurus, you're using your intuition. What you're thinking about is you feel this person is genuinely sorry. What you're also thinking about, Taurus, is they haven't really apologized up until now. In the immediate future, guys, the Two of Swords. You're doing a lot of thinking, Taurus. You're doing a lot of thinking. You're very tempted just not to communicate with this person if they do reach out. But I think you feel you want to hear what they have to say. In your fears, Judgment. Oh, Taurus. Guys, you're so forgiving, normally, right? I mean, you're the first person to sort of give someone a hug and say, oh, it's okay, don't worry. You're so kind-hearted. What you're afraid of, Taurus, is you not opening the door to allow this person to apologize. What you're afraid of is if you don't do that, you're going to head off into this beautiful new cycle and always look back thinking, I should have accepted their apology. In their energy, the Ace of Pentacles. Taurus, they could have left very quickly if this is someone you asked to leave. Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, you could be thinking about what happened. They may have already left your life, but they may, Taurus, be wanting to come back in to talk. They may be saying to you, if this is an ex-partner, Taurus, I want to come back home. You could have kicked a partner out because they were out of order or even unfaithful, right? Or just extremely insensitive and very cold with you. If you lent this person money, Taurus, they may be coming in to say, here you go. I am really sorry it's taken me this long. Because with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, I feel this was a long time ago. If you're not thinking of a Libra, you could be thinking of an Aquarian or a Pisces, fellow Earth sign. We've got Sag here too. There's a lot of major arcana in this reading already. This is a pretty big deal for you. In your hopes, Three of Wands. Half of you is hoping just to have the courage to turn your back and look to your future. Half of you is hoping, Taurus, that if this person does come back, they've changed. They've seen the error of their ways. They're viewing things differently. They're seeing your perspective. They're understanding that what they did or said was wrong. And the outcome, Taurus, is the King of Swords. I'm hearing rebuilding. It actually says architect on this card. I love these cards. Taurus, this is someone who wants to rebuild the situation with you. They want to start all over again. Whether you're male or female, whether or not, Taurus, this is a relationship, whether or not this is a very deep friendship, whether or not this is someone who took advantage of you and then just detached from you when they got what they wanted. You might have been there for someone when they needed you, but when you needed them, they turned their back. This could be somebody, Taurus, that you lent money to and you never saw this person again. Well, they're coming back in. Clarification for you. The Hierophant. Yeah, Taurus, this is you. Wow. You may feel a very strong connection to the divine. You may be highly spiritual. You may be deeply moral, right? Five of Cups. Taurus. You may sit sometimes quietly by yourself and think about this person. Some days you may think to yourself, you know what, if they banged on my door, I would open it. You know, I'd want an explanation. Why did you do that? Did you not realise how deeply that hurt me? Did you not realise, for some of you, what a difficult situation it put me in? You may want to say that. Other times, Taurus, you may just sit there feeling really disappointed in this person's actions. For some of you, you may never have thought this person would do anything like this. And so some days you may just sit there thinking, what was that, right? Never expected that to happen. So guys, in this person's energy, the devil, okay. Capricorn energy, 9 of Cups, okay. Taurus, this is someone who's been reviewing what they did. They may have been in a toxic situation that they just couldn't tell you about. And so they lent on your kindness, they lent on your compassion, your good nature, and took advantage of you. This person may have sat in overindulgence, been greedy, could be to do with money. And this is someone now who is wanting to make amends. Underneath the deck, guys, we have the Ace of Swords. So the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. You're sitting there feeling heartbroken, okay? You're still going over this in your head. 4 of Pentacles. I think you've been holding back from this person. This could have related to finances. You could have lent someone or gifted somebody a lot of money out of the goodness of your heart because you had it at the time. And this is someone who just took it and ran. That's what I'm getting. Or took the money, and then maybe, Taurus, when you were going through a difficult time, they blanked you or said, I'm sorry, I'm moving, or I can't afford to give it to you back. As if you just accept that. I don't know what this was, guys, but this was not easy. So, Archangel Michael, tell us about the 7 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Destiny. Ooh, King of Cups. Taurus, I think this is the king that you are dealing with. Now, intuitively, I feel I might be connecting with a Taurian woman. But guys, you could be sitting in your feminine, okay? It may just not be your reading for this particular period of time. Knight of Swords. Wow. Taurus, I think you had a set to with a King of Cups. I think there was a massive argument. 6 of Pentacles. He may have breadcrumbed you. If this is to do with money, you may have been very generous-hearted with him, helped him out when he needed help. He may have then just turned and left or something similar. The 5 of Wands, you're remembering an argument. Whoever this is coming back. They may expect you to be angry. They may know that they breadcrumbed you. They may know that they owe you money or something similar. Taurus, Chariot, Cancerian energy for some. Taurus, you don't know whether or not to say it's okay. Well, it's not okay, but I've forgiven you, or whether or not, Taurus, you're just not wanting to talk to this person. You don't know. Because we have the Chariot, but that Chariot's not moving. It's as if I don't know whether or not to stay and hear this person out, or I don't know whether or not to say to them, I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk to you again. But if they owe you money, Taurus, or something like that, you may want to stay and hear them out. You may feel as if they're going to pay you back or try to pay you back half or something. Let's have a look at the past. What was your energy in the past? You may have helped this person out financially, or you may have signed a legal document. You helped this person balance their life out. You were very generous-hearted, Taurus. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, this is you. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Cups, though. You may not have known why they needed your help, or they may not have elaborated what this money was for. If this was you lending them money, you were confused, really confused. But I think this person sort of left and said, oh, thank you, Taurus, I'll be in touch, or thank you, I'll call you later, or something like that. You created a lot of peace and calm for this person, but that might have been the last time you saw them. After that time, Taurus, with the star, you either thought to yourself, I'm sure it's all going to work out. This person I know was very grateful. I know that if I was in the same type of situation, they'd help me out. Or, Taurus, the shock was you realized this person wasn't returning and you had no choice but to heal. Yes, look at that. Because there was a tower moment. Aries, Scorpio, there was a tower moment. And you realized with the Five of Swords that this person had gotten away with something pretty serious. I mean, the Five of Swords can be somebody taking something and running out the back door, symbolically. Wow, Taurus. Yeah, Four of Swords. You were sort of sitting there thinking, what the hell just happened? Are they coming back? Were they telling me the truth to begin with? Taurus, you're so flawed. The Hermit. You could have Virgo in your chart. This person could have been a Virgo. What you're thinking about now, Taurus, is the High Priestess. You don't know whether or not this person's kept secrets from you. You haven't heard from this person for the longest time. You are trying to use your intuition. What are you thinking about? The Seven of Wands. The whole thing was sort of a mystery. You may be feeling a little defensive. Queen of Swords. You're in your Queen of Swords energy, Taurus. So you shifted from your Queen of Pentacles energy, very loving, generous-hearted, wanting to help this person, to the Queen of Swords, because what you realized was this person did something unforgivable. It changed, or it has changed how you viewed this person. Ten of Wands. Yeah, they caused you a lot of stress, Taurus. A lot of stress. So guys, they are coming back in. You may not know what to do, what to say. You may not even know if you want to speak to them. They're going to be trying to communicate. In the immediate future, Taurus, Two of Swords, you are tempted to block this person. You are. And Taurus, I'm pretty sure most of you would not usually want to do that. You always try and give somebody the benefit of the doubt. I think this is somebody who is either coming back in with money. I'm sorry I left with your money, or I'm sorry I left abruptly after saying something harsh or upsetting or unforgivable. They know they were sat in the energy of the devil. They were overindulgent. Okay, whatever that was, whatever that means for you. They want to talk. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles for my lovely Taurians? Thank you, Michael. Taurus, something strange might have happened in May. I'm just hearing May, but this is mid-June. So you may have had a dropped call, or you may have had someone try to reach out to you, and it might have seemed a bit strange. You may have thought somebody was trying to communicate under a fake profile or something. Okay. Do we have any future timing, Michael? Thank you. 18th of July. He's pointing forward. 21st of July. So quite soon, Taurus. I can see two people standing in quite a large kitchen looking really uncomfortable. They're standing at opposite ends of the kitchen. There's a woman and a man, and the man is saying, please, can you let me explain? And Taurus, you're just looking at this person as if to say, well, it's pretty obvious, right? What is there to explain? What is this individual going to say to my lovely Taurians? Two of Pentacles. Taurus, this is someone who may say to you, if this is financial, I didn't want to admit it, but I was completely flat broke. I was completely broke. I was trying to juggle money. The Strength card, Leo energy. They may even have had a health issue which had become too expensive for them to manage. The Moon, Cancerian energy. They know they hid the truth from you. They are sitting in fear, but they do want to talk. The Death card. Okay. They want to transform the situation. This could be a Scorpio, or this person messed around with a Scorpio or a Cancerian with the Moon. They've changed their ways, Taurus, but you're not quite so sure. Two of Cups. Okay. This could have been a very complicated situation. They either fell in love with someone and just literally left you, and this was the last thing you expected this person to do. You may have questioned them rather intensely. They may not have been able to cope with it, cope with the guilt of maybe you finding out something, and they may have just packed a bag and left. This could even, Taurus, have been someone that you dated. You trusted them. They might have fallen on hard times, but you didn't know to what extent. You may have lent this person money thinking, I trust this person. I know they love me, right? They may have just left the area or left the country. And they weren't picking up the phone. They weren't answering emails. You may not have known what to do. They're coming in to say, I am so sorry, Taurus. Temperance. Sag energy for some. I think this was quite a long time ago. They have been coasting and waiting, I think, for you, in the nicest sense, Taurus, to try and heal and then to come back in. They may have waited for you to sort of get yourself together again, to be maybe a little calmer if they know they really upset you or they really made you angry. But they want to talk. They want to talk. Page of Wands. They want to talk, Taurus, because they either feel they cannot leave this world without your forgiveness. And it doesn't mean they're about to pass away. It just means that they just can't continue on the path they're on now without knowing that you forgive them. Or this is someone coming in to say, I screwed up. They may have met someone, just dropped you and ran after somebody else. It may not have worked out. And now they're coming back. They've got some good news as well, is what I want to say. And it could be financial. I don't know. Ooh, yeah. 9 of Pentacles. They could have some good news as well, Taurus, and it could be financial. They could have had some really good news. They could have won the lottery, or they could have received a large amount of inheritance, or this person could have got themselves back on their feet and got a really, really good job. And the first thing they're thinking about is, I need to pay Taurus back. I have to pay Taurus back, right? It's been festering. They've been thinking about this. This could be someone, Taurus, who's realizing you were the best thing they ever had. You were the best thing in their life. If this is romantic. What else is on their mind? Yeah, they want to reconcile, Taurus. Okay. What is your energy, my beautiful Taurians? You're sitting there, 2 of Swords. I don't think I even want to look at this person, right? let alone talk to them. Nine of Wands, yeah. I'm almost getting you sort of looking at this person saying, I never thought you'd be back, or I can't believe you've got the audacity to show your face. You know? Did you not realize you put me in the Nine of Wands energy? Did you not realize you made me sit in all this stress? Yeah. Taurus, you're telling it straight. You're saying to this person, you put me under so much stress and then you just left. Then you just walked, right? Yeah, you're not letting this person get away with just sorry. No. You want them to know exactly what you went through, the stress, the pain, the tears, the anger, the confusion. Ace of Swords. They may have left you for somebody else, or what you're realizing is they love bombed you to get what they wanted. They want a passionate new start with you, Taurus, but I don't know. Knight of Wands. They could be a younger fire sign for some of you, Aries, Leo, Sag. You don't know if this person's changed. If this wasn't somebody who cheated on you, Taurus, this is somebody who love bombed you, got what they want from you, and then just left, used you. You're furious, Taurus. I think you're still furious. I do. Eight of Wands, yeah. You're furious. It's as if, don't you realize what you did? Yeah. Ah, guys, Emperor. Taurus, what you're saying to this person is, the only way I'm going to accept you back in my life. Now, Taurus, this could be a really, really close friend of yours who's masculine. This could be a family member, right, who sort of screwed you over. This could be someone you dated. What you're saying to this person is, I will only accept you back in my life if you sit in the energy of the Emperor. If you've taken control of your life, if you're sitting in honest energy, if you plan on doing the right thing, if you act with integrity, I will take you back into my life. I will open the door again. Let's have a look at the energy between you two. Oh, this person feels so bad. They know what they did. They know what they did. Nine of Swords, yeah. So Taurus, this is the mutual energy because I think they pulled you into the Nine of Swords, sleepless nights because of the amount of stress that they caused. I think this person's been sat in the Nine of Swords simply out of guilt. I can't believe what I did to Taurus. Why did I do that? I should not have done that. But Taurus, I've got to be honest, up until now, I don't think they had the courage to face you. Because guys, I'm sorry, whoever this is, whoever I'm connecting with, this was not last week. Taurus, this could even have been 5 years ago. I don't know. But whoever this person is has taken a long time to gather together the courage to meet you face to face. So Taurus, there will be a face-to-face conversation. So guys, what you're hoping is that with the Three of Wands, this person has changed. They may even be traveling to see you from a distance. And with the King of Swords, Taurus, what you're realizing is they want to rebuild this. What does this person, this masculine, really want from Taurus? Taurus, they want to sit in the Ten of Cups with you again. So if this was a partner who betrayed you, what they realize is they love you and it's not the same without you in their life. If this is a close friend of yours that you may have known since childhood, what they're realizing is they miss their best friend, right? Or they miss the person that they've known since they were 7 years old. And they want to come back in and smooth everything over. This could even be an ex-partner, Taurus, who might have left you for somebody else. What they're realizing is they just move themselves into a toxic situation of being overindulgent, and their person who they left you for may have left them. And they might have been looking back thinking, oh, do you know what? I did love Taurus deep down. I was just tempted, or this person was very sexy, or this person just wanted a little bit of fun. But, oh my goodness, the problems that this person caused you, they want you back, Taurus. If this is romantic, they want to rebuild this. The Fool. Aries energy. You know this is risky. You do know this is risky. Why is it risky? Why is it so risky? Well, I assume you're just nervous they'll do it again, but okay. Because Taurus, with the Knight of Cups, this is someone very charming. They could be very good with their words. They could be a bit of a smooth talker. You're just nervous, Taurus, that they're sort of going to charm you into taking them back into your life, and then something similar is going to happen again. You're very, very nervous. You don't know if you can rebuild the trust. What is this person saying? Yeah, you see, that's the charming energy. What they're going to say is, Taurus, we've known each other a very long time. There's a lot of history between us. I can't imagine not having you in my life. I know that what I did in the past was wrong, but I will never, ever, ever do anything like that again. What is your response? These cards are jumping. Yeah, Four of Cups. Taurus, you're not sure. You're not sure. You may be in your emotion. You may be sitting there thinking, well, it would be nice to have this person back in my life. I've missed them. But Taurus, you may have got used to being independent. Or you may have got used to not having this person in your life. I mean, this is them sort of saying to you, what do you think, Taurus? Your response is, I don't know. I'm not thrilled about the thought of bringing you back into my life. I'm not overly excited. What are you going to say? You're going to think about it, Taurus. You want some time to think about it. And they're just going to have to deal with it. They're just going to have to accept that. They're not going to get a yes from you immediately, but Taurus, I don't think you want to say no. So you're saying to this person, I need a few days to think. I don't think you're being overly dramatic, Taurus, because whatever this person did was pretty unforgivable. Pretty unforgivable, Taurus. Page of Cups. They're going to say sorry again. I don't think it's going to make any difference. I don't think you're going to change your mind. Okay then, okay then. Let's forget all about it. No, Taurus, you're still saying to this person, I need to think. I need to think. I need to think, says Taurus. They're going to leave a little gift. Page of Pentacles. But I think this is you, Taurus, maybe going out into the garden, letting this all sink in, the fact that this person turned up. They tried to explain. They've tried to do the right thing. You're going to be dealing with some very up and down emotions, Taurus. What are you going to say after this period of time, after this thinking time? It may be 2 or 3 days. It could be as much as a few weeks. Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, if this person actually owed you money, you're going to wait until they've repaid you in full. So you may say to this person, well, I'm going to sit at crossroads until you've paid me back what you owe me. And then we'll see, right? If, Taurus, this is to do with a close friend, you may say to this friend, all right, We can smooth everything over. Let's begin again. Fresh, clean slate, new start. But it's going to take me a while to really trust you again, to warm up to this again. If this is a partner, Taurus, you may even suggest, shockingly, that you move to a new house. You move to a new location. If this is someone that left you for somebody else and their lover was in the vicinity, what you may be saying to them is, I just don't want to stay in this house because I just remember the pain. I remember the upset. I remember the tears and the anger. I've got too many memories in this house of feeling angry and upset with you. I actually want to move house. You may put it to them. You may put it to them, Taurus. Do we have a final card for my lovely Taurians? What is this person's response? The World. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Taurus, if this is financial, they may be transferring funds from overseas to you, or they may have an overseas savings account or something like that. You will get the money back. There may be an internet transaction, all right? If this is someone like a friend, it may well be that this is the two of you sitting in the garden, and what you're saying to this person is, okay, everybody makes mistakes. I was very hurt. I was very upset, but let's try and put it behind us. It may never be totally the same as it was before, Taurus, but you've been big enough to accept their apology, and they're going to be grateful. If this is a partner, Taurus, who wants back in your life, you may say to this person, okay, as I've said, I will take you back, but I want a complete change of life. I don't want to stay in this house anymore. I don't want to stay in this area anymore. We are moving. I don't want to sit looking at these four walls, remembering the arguments, remembering me feeling tearful. I don't want to do that. So if this person is your partner, Taurus, and you're taking them back, they've got to agree to a house move. If that is the case, if this is about a partner returning, in that situation, what would they say to a house move? Yes, 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 yes. I actually think, Taurus, they believe it would breathe fresh life into this relationship. I think they'd actually be quite excited about that, because they would not only be feeling the relief that you would have forgiven them, not forgotten, but you would have forgiven them enough to try again. But this would be a brand new venture for you, something that would be quite exciting. House hunting, getting a valuation on your property, looking at different areas. I mean, it is exciting. Something for both of you to sort of get into together. This would be a mutual project. Redecorating a new house, a new home. I think, Taurus, they would agree. Not only that, I think they'd say to you, what a great idea. Okay. Fresh, clean slate, right? Fresh, clean slate. The sun. Yeah. I mean, Taurus, this is happiness. This is progress. I think you're going to feel far more relaxed. There will always be that little niggle inside you. I can't believe this person actually did what they did. But Taurus, I think this is you accepting their apology because they are doing the right thing. They're paying you back the money. Or this is a best friend who is going overboard to try and apologize to you. They may be doing little things, taking you out for lunch, buying you flowers, buying you chocolates, going overboard on your birthday. They will be bending over backwards, Taurus, if this is a friendship, to make it right again with you. If this is a partner, Taurus, you may be heading out and about looking at areas to find a brand new home. Yeah. So, guys, this is a beautiful ending to what has been a little bit of a challenging read. I really hope it's helped you, Taurus. Let me know in the comments if this was your story. Take care of you guys, and I will be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon. Bye now.